Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Timothy Carter.
Thanks for joining me on the podcast. Today we're going to talk about how many links does it take to reach number one on Google. You know, a common question I hear from customers is that phrase, how many links will it take for me to reach number one position in the search engines? Well, this question is common. It's really impossible to answer without knowing a bunch of variables that are really pretty difficult to ascertain, However, I think what the customer really wants to know is, how much will it cost my company before I rank and start making money? Before we can estimate how many links that'll take, you really need to understand your competition. And as most of us know, keyword competition can make the difference, between ranking in a few weeks or a few years or possibly never. You can find out the strength of your competition by auditing their inbound link profile. To start this process, do a quick search and take notes of the top 10 websites ranking for that keyword you want to rank for. Once you have that list, use a tool like Ahrefs to determine the quantity and quality of their backlinks. Here's a quick tip, acquire their best links. While you're working on that backlink analysis, take note of any particularly high quality backlinks that you can obtain as well. For instance, if your competitor attained a link from VentureBeat by doing a guest post blog, that tells you that VentureBeat may be willing to entertain offers from guest bloggers. So reach out and see if you can become a contributor there as well. Now, we've discussed, a great way, we've discussed in the past, a great way to acquire a few extra high quality links. Why not round it out by looking at cheaper, easier alternatives? Many of us have seen, those cheap backlink packages, on certain forums. There are an infinite number of different packages, but, most of them have a set number of backlinks of various types for a price. So, how good of a deal are these $50 link packages? When researching the idea for this podcast episode, I took a look at some of the popular link packages that you can buy off of some of these well-known SEO forums or marketing forums. Many of them offered similar deals, even on Fiverr. Some examples include tiered backlink packages, while others claim to be, high PR backlinks. So, here's a couple of the results that I got. Package number one were tiered backlinks. You had a multi-tiered backlink package. The first tier had, say a 2,000 article directory backlinks, 50 social bookmarks, and 50 Web 2.0 links. For the second tier, they created 10,000 blog comments that point to the first tier links. To avoid duplicate content and save money, all that content is spun. You can have all of this for less than $50. But what are you really getting when you buy these kind of packages? Let's assume for a moment that the vendors are legitimate and give you several hundred article backlinks all spun from the same text. I know from testing and experience over the years that only a small percentage of those, if any, will actually get and stay indexed. Links don't benefit you if they aren't indexed. Furthermore, these types of links are exactly what Google targets. With their algorithms, buying these types of links, it's like it's like a ticking time bomb, on the foundation of your true SEO initiatives. Another cheap package was the high PR network links. This had a bit of a different approach. That package claimed to allow you to purchase backlinks on the homepage of a website. These types of backlinks are typically more expensive and start at $130 a month. The demise of link networks should teach us that these types of links are dangerous, untrustworthy, and should be avoided. Back in 2012, Google de-indexed almost every site on, a link network, and continues to de-index new networks as they come across them. For a period of time, PBNs can work, but they often get caught in the long run. Even if it doesn't happen, with Google's stance on web spam, these backlinks, are more likely to cause more harm than good, even at least in the long run. And then while we're talking about buying link packages and dumping tons of backlinks in a few days, which is not good, let's discuss link velocity. Link velocity is the speed at which your website is gaining or losing links. Many SEOs believe that it's a major factor that Google uses to determine web spam. If the search engine sees that your link velocity is going up and down because you're buying link packages and getting 5,000 links in a day and then 0 the rest of the month, it's going to look very suspicious. Google is working diligently to deny the value of link spam. They're always working on ways to go upstream and deny that value. They're also using new and different ways of performing link analysis to uncover these link schemes. While some methods of link spam may still work today, you're better off avoiding those kind of tactics, because in the long run, Google's algorithm will see those. So give Google what it wants. If you're like most people who have done SEO for any period of time, you're sick of hearing the old quality over quantity argument when it comes to backlinks. Even so, many of us have seen the right types of contextual links can prove to be the most valuable in the long run. In general, the best way to get contextual links is to use sites that are in the same niche that you're in. And if you don't have those, there still are many other authoritative sites that will transfer some of that value and that authority back to your site. So by now, you're probably going to realize that buying cheap link packages is not a good idea. One size does not fit all, and you definitely need a plan that not only includes the right types of links, but also takes into account, proper link velocity. The days of creating duplicate and spun content and thousands of spammy links to achieve high rankings are well past dead. I still don't know why people sell them, probably because they're still making a living from it. However, you may not have the time or the know-how to run your own successful link building campaign. So should you consider getting help? What should you expect when you hire an SEO service like SEO.co? Will they deliver the same 5,000 backlinks? God, no. That you could get from a forum? Hell no. So when you start with a professional SEO agency, one of the first things they'll need to know is how your current on-page and off-page SEO is set up and what's been done. Once a site analysis is done, then you can start making tweaks to your site and creating a link building plan. Professional SEO audits typically start around $2,000 depending on the size of your site. However, it can be beneficial to learn what you need to do in order to beat your competitors in the rankings. Also, a typical, white hat link building and link acquisition budget is going to cost anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 a month. And this depends, on the quantity and quality of the links that you're trying to acquire month in and month out. So, the question, how many links will it take to reach number one? Really, it's impossible to answer with a specific number. All links carry different value. From one link from Mashable is probably worth 1,000 links from a lesser known website. Sure, you can look at how fast your competition has obtained links in the past, but what about the future? Don't worry about it. All you need to do is to get the highest quality backlinks you can at a quicker pace than your competition. This, combined with a robust social media marketing initiative that includes a solid on-site content strategy of building quality content, really is the key to that long-term success. let's face it, the days of buying, a few random link packages and getting first page rankings as a result are definitely over. Search engines have gotten way better at ignoring these link schemes, and in some cases are lowering the rankings of sites that still use them. Getting high quality links is now the name of the game, and probably will be for the foreseeable future with on-site optimization. While people will still buy link packages in the future, it's definitely the wrong path to establishing a solid future SEO foundation. So I think that's about it for today's episode. If you need help with that content writing for your site, if you need an SEO audit of your site, or if you need a link building strategy to help improve your site's organic visibility, come on over to SEO.co and schedule a time to have a free consultation. Learn how we can help you scale your ability to outwrite and outrank your competition.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.